Hey guys!
Alright guys, so we're here today to check out a band that we've never done on the channel before, and this is a video request from one of our viewers. This viewer right here asked us to check out Zephyra, Dreams Denied. This band has popped on the radar after we did Elaine, we did Mein Herz brennt, and a lot of people said that this is a band that we should check out, considering how much we enjoyed that band. I'm not sure if the sound of the two bands is the same, if they have the same style or whatever, but regardless, people after Elaine, I guess people who listen to Elaine also listen to this band.
Oh.
So they're like, oh, you know, if you guys like that band, why don't you check out this band? Because I like that band, and I also like this band. All right, and they're
bands.
And they're bands, and I think they're both from Sweden. These guys are definitely from Sweden. I checked on Metal Encyclopedia; it says they're from Sweden. I think Elaine is also from Sweden. So,
which means that their German is way better than ours.
Wow, what a thing to say! Like you could have said, like their Swedish is way better than ours. Why they're German? Like
because that song actually sounded, you know, the German sounded quite similar to the original.
You don't know if like they could be from Sweden, but the guy singing could be German. You don't know.
True.
He could be bilingual or trilingual. He could be a Rosetta Stone for all that I know. I don't know. Like you sometimes assume things that are, God, man, seriously, like they're German. Anyways, are you ready to check out this band?
Yeah.
And see what they're all about? All right, let's do this.
To my show, I am your host tonight. Viewers' discretion is advised. It's not a pretty sight. I feel so lost inside my head. My hands are tied within. I'm falling in the deeper end. There is no chance I'll win. Winning battles for this long lost war. Cannot seem to get this right. When the day is done, I've got new scars. What was really dark seemed bright.
That was magnificent. I gotta say this first, because if I don't say this, I'm gonna forget as we go along. The way the drums pick up in the chorus after the first line of the chorus, like she sings the first line of the chorus, when the chorus goes on repeat and she goes again to do it again, the drums increase in heaviness, not in tempo, but just in heaviness. They become heavier. They become almost more robust in sound. Oh my God, I love that. It's almost like you're going through a speed bump there. Like the song is going like this, and then after that first chorus, when she's repeating the chorus again, boom, it gives like a little just a little jolt there at that part. The drums come in, give it a little jolt, makes the song heavier for that second time she goes through the chorus. I love that. Every time that happened in the chorus, I was like, yeah, I love that. What a nice little way to give the song an extra jolt, make the song heavier, just give it an extra punch. Absolutely love that. It's not extremely noticeable, but if you're paying attention, when you can feel it. You feel the drums coming in a little bit heavier, making the song more powerful at that time. Love it. Love it. I just had to say that, because otherwise we're going to get sidetracked with all sorts of stuff.
Nonsense.
And I'm going to forget about that, because to me, that was so important. It was such an important piece, because the chorus had a lot of melody, had that synthesizer.
It also had a lot of heaviness.
It did, but I felt that if you're doing the chorus and the chorus is repeated, like you say the chorus once,
There needs to be a little change.
There's gotta be something that changes to the second time. Otherwise, after a while, it starts to become kind of like redundant. You need something, and that something was the drums. The drums just picked up a little bit extra. It just kicked into an extra gear. Loved it. Loved it. All right. What else you want to say?
That synthesizer was so. It had something to it, especially in the chorus.
In the chorus specifically, it was very.
It was amazing, absolutely amazing. Right behind those vocals, which, by the way, the vocals were absolutely amazing. They weren't clean. They had like a little
raspiness to it.
A little bit of a raspiness to it, and then there was the heavy vocals, which.
I'm with you 100%. To be honest with you, those two components, the keyboard melody, the synthesizer melody that the song had throughout, more so in the chorus, but throughout, and the way the vocals were put together, to me, were the two main ingredients of this song. And I'm one of those people that always hates when bands go too much synthesizer and that kind of stuff, because I don't want the synthesizer to be the be-all and end-all of a metal track, right? They didn't do that here. They were there. They gave melody to the song, but there were still the drums, there were still the guitar, there were still other elements there. So I don't mind it in this perspective. Now, if the song had started with like a lot of synthesizer, and I just don't like when when I listen to a song and the only thing that I walk away feeling is that, wow, that was a lot of synthesizer. When that happens, that to me takes away from the track. I don't want that. I want the synthesizer to be there as another element of melody to the song, but not to be everything that the song is about.
It was an extra melody to the guitars and everything else.
The vocals. Now, you touched on the vocals. I thought the vocals were really good.
Yeah.
Because it's not like clean vocals, harsh vocals. Because the clean were not really clean.
No, they were like raspy vocals, harsh vocals, raspy vocals, harsh vocals.
I like that dynamic though. I like the sound.
The harsh vocals weren't even that harsh.
No,
they were actually in the chorus. They were lighter than before the chorus, where they say deconstruction.
Yeah, that portion there, like the pre-chorus, if you will.
The pre-chorus, that's heavier than what she does in the chorus.
It was like clean. I hate to say clean because they were not really clean, but cleaner vocals in the verses, heavier, harsher in the pre-chorus, and then back into a little bit more clean into the chorus. That's how the structure was. Now, I really like the fact that it wasn't. The vocals were different, but it was not drastically different.
Yeah.
We're not talking about Ginger Pisces here, where you go from absolutely melodic, clean vocals to absolutely like death metal growling. You know,
as you can see how the graspiness became.
Exactly, it's almost the same way. Think about this. It's almost the same way that the drums pick up that extra kick the second time around. It's almost like the vocals also picked up a little bit of an extra aggression. Extra intensity.
Yeah, because the first time around, it was just those cleanish vocals, and then the second time it was like a back and forth between the clean and the harsh.
But I like that. I like both sets of vocals, but I'm going to gravitate towards the more clean ones because I like the tone of the voice. I like the tone, I like the delivery, but to me, more important, if they were all clean, I don't know how well they would have worked. I really like the fact that she has this, is this like, you know, like almost like a, the best way to describe it is the raspiness. It had like there's this rawness to it. There's a little bit of a rough edge around the way she sings, but that gives, for lack of a better word, it gives, I don't know, it gives a sense of feeling to the song. It's almost like it carries more emotion when you're singing and the lyrics are coming at you. It just feels like there's more power to the way she's delivering the song. And I feel that even though the song wasn't necessarily heavy all the time, the changes in the vocals kind of gave the song a little bit of boosts of heaviness here and there. And it never let the song become too light. Yeah. Because her vocals, even with that raspiness to it...
During the verses, it was kind of light.
But not too light. Because her clean vocals are not clean. Clean. That's what I was going to say. If her vocals were clean, then the song would have felt a lot more lighter. You see what I'm saying? But because the keyboard melody is giving the song a lot of melody, but because of the stallion vocals has that raspiness to it, it never really lets the song be overly clean and overly light. There's always a little bit of a sense of heaviness to it. It may not be overly heavy, but there's always a little bit. Yeah, I honestly, to me, the two main things that I take away from this track, maybe three. I'm going to put three. Definitely the keyboard melody, the synthesizer. I really liked it. It had a really cool melody to it. It didn't have necessarily that 80s vibe that we see a lot of power metal bands now use, that almost ABBA kind of feel to it. It didn't have that. It was almost more like psychedelic, had almost like an electronic feel to it. You know what I mean? Had more of an electronic vibe to it. I really like that. But then the other two elements, the drums, like I said, that kick of the drums to me was very important. And her vocals. Yeah. The vocals are absolutely phenomenal.
The vocals were amazing.
The vocals were amazing. Hands down, one of the highlights of the track. The vocals were absolutely amazing. All right, guys, this is it for today, but come back tomorrow. We'll have more videos for you. See you guys.
See ya.